Well, hello, and welcome back to the tower. So, yeah, we need to get started. Let's see. Let's notify everybody. Set everything up. Hey, Nick, how you doing? And Nick, I am still processing. Hey, Christopher, how you doing? I am still processing the information we all have received, so it was a surprise to me. Okay. Hey, Orm, how you doing? We're almost ready to go. Yeah, I mean, obviously, when real life calls, you have to answer the call and totally understand. It's also been a slow part. Hey, Cuxon, how you doing? It's also been a slow part of the tower right now, too, so it makes sense that, if you were going to do something else, now's the time to do it. But it still takes me a minute to... Well, it takes me more than a minute. I just don't... I'm not naturally a rushing into things guy. No, he'll be back. I'm sure he'll be back. I'll be right back. Because he's not gone forever, Nick. He'll be back. Jeez, everybody's so dramatic here. He's not gone forever. Okay? I'm sure once things settle down. Okay, we can run project funding. Christian had to step away from the game and the Discord for a bit because he has things in real life he needs to do. And I mean, I get it. I mean, life can come at you quickly. And he was a big part of the guild. He helped a lot of people, and he's a very important part of... That's why everybody's so excited about his departure. But I don't want us to jump, I'm sure he'll be back. I have all the confidence in the world that he's going to be back. So I don't want to, create a memorial. Just sometimes just people need a breather. I've also played MMOs and stuff like that. And so things become cyclical. It's the summer. People do things in the summer. They have fun. In the winter, when we all have nothing to do but sit inside our houses, he'll be back. I don't even know the reason. He just said, hey, I just need to do some stuff. I'm like, dude, it is totally fine. Just relax and do what you got to do. We all got to remember, it's just a game. I know we all take it super serious, but it's just a game. Got that vortex. Alright, so we'll switch to our tournament build. Oh, let me do my modules first. In case anybody needs, yeah. 7? 7 quadrillion? Are you kidding? I mean, okay, I can afford it, but god damn, that's a lot. All right, hold on. Okay, well now we can go through and enhance ourselves. Go. That is expensive. I guess. That was a lot. That was probably a lot too. Whoops. I don't want to get a tax because it's bugged. All right, that's good enough. All right, so we got that. We're in our tournament spec. We have our tournament cards. We will switch to our tournament modules, which this time we can fund ourselves. And we can dim core. And what was it? Fast. Okay, we're fine. 20 gems for a ticket. Hey, Casey, how you doing? Hey, Omega, how you doing? Hey, Dugan, how you doing? And hey, Tower, how you doing? And hey, Fat, how you doing? Wait, they don't understand the 9.5 meter table? I guess they don't come to stream. Oh, nice, Dugan, congrats. I cannot check out the shitpost music right now, though. I mean, 7 quadrillion is not a lot right now, but it is a lot, Casey, because it's only going to get more expensive. Oh yeah, thanks. That's my concern, is that, yeah, I can afford it, but it's only going to get more and more expensive. Apparently not, Nick. We have to inform them of why it is the 9.5. Which I'm kind of surprised, which means... Hey, Clouded, how you doing? Yeah, Foss, that's the problem. When I get up to the 220s... We haven't slowed the game down yet, or we will maybe slow the game down. You have to wait. How did I disappoint SAR now? Like, I can't win. Yeah, a little early. Just wait. Be patient. Oh, nice, Omega. I have that maxed out as well. I don't know if it helped or not. Yeah. I added the music. It just takes a minute because it's Wagner. It's Rise of the Valkyries, I think. It takes a minute for it to kick in. Ride of the Valkyries, yeah. That's what you got. I mean, and also they still haven't fixed. There's another issue they haven't fixed, right? Which is like the attack speed bug. I was hoping they were gonna fix the attack speed bug in the update we got, and the update we got like really didn't do anything. So yeah. And that is my reminder to make sure I'm in the tournament. I actually messed up today, so, yeah. Oh, well, I made it here. So, Nick, the attack speed bug is that at maximum speed, you can at best shoot, like, 40. So anything above 40, like, doesn't work. I don't know, you know. I was hoping they would have it fixed by this update. Oh, thank you, Glenn. Oh, are we going to get another bug fix patch? That'd be nice. That would be nice. It's weird, too, because my Tower News thing, I had to manually forward the 26.4 update. Yeah, mine's only 50-something, but it's over 40, so it means that, like, yeah, I can't get any more. Well, I can't get any more, and I mean, I can get more because they do slow the game down towards the end of the tournament, so... Wait, was it supposed to be out this month? I would be surprised Casey was supposed to be out this month. I mean, for me, it's hard to complain about a lack of content when I haven't completed all the content, you know? I haven't finished all the researches, so all this does is let me research more, and I'm never going to complain about that. I still have so many researches to do. Like, just look at my list of researches. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to save up to get these anytime soon. I didn't realize this was 450. Also, this is really expensive, too. But look at all the things I still have to research. Just look at them all. I'm not necessarily saying I'm going to research them in this order, but just look at all the things I could research, right? I'm nowhere ready. Has anything been confirmed for V27? So that's why it's so hard for me. That's why it's so hard for me to be like, oh no, because like I have so much stuff to research, it's fine. Nah, my auto pick ranking isn't really even that insane, Tower. By no means is that really that insane. To be fair, my auto pick ranking getting that high was basically a product of just like not having a lot of other things to research. I probably took it higher than I needed to, but yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely, Tower. I have like defense up to like 36 or something like that. Actually, you know, why is it not on my list? Yeah, 30 to 38. Which I think is insaner than anything else. It's not on my list. My coins per wave being this high is kind of crazy too. I can't do this one. Oh, my waves required really needs some help. Yeah, why isn't that on my list? Okay. We've updated the list. No, Omega, it's more like 8-ish. I don't want to do that. I like looking at all my labs. You're gonna make me take all my gold boxes away? But see, the thing is, I just favorited all the ones. You know, that's the whole thing. Like, all the ones I need to do, I favorited. So, they're all up here now. I like looking at my gold boxes. Well, Tower, this is what happens if you play the game for almost 3 years. Like, if you just keep playing the game, and then you just keep researching, and you max your lab speed. Hey, Sar, how you doing? You just missed Wagner. The only reason, Tower, I'm this far ahead is because I think I'm one of the few people that max lab speed. It was literally the first super long lab that I maxed. Because I was like, yeah, I know they say at the time when I was playing, like, 50 is good, 70 is like superb. Well, it wasn't smart. It was actually dumb at the time. And they were like, nobody takes it to 99. And because, like, the ROI in the last couple of levels was something crazy, right? And I was like, if I'm worried about the ROI of the last couple of levels of lab speed being like 10 years or something like that, I don't remember what it was, then I'm not envisioning myself playing the game long enough. Because the thing is, at the time, there was nothing else to spend gems on besides speeding up labs. So I was like, what else am I going to do with my gems? I mean, my gems, like, at the time, my mentality was, I have nothing else to spend my gems on. I'm going to be spending all of my gems. Nick, I max cards. Like, I know you haven't maxed cards yet, but this was back before they added all the things. I had max cards and max card slots. Like, it was a finite... And cards and card slots, again, are a finite thing. Like, you have to spend, and at this time, it was like 30,000 gems to get all the cards. And you had to spend, like, there was like 13 card slots. Something like, maybe 15. Yes, this was pre-modules. This is how long ago I played. It was before modules. It was before you could purple star the cards, so it was like half the cost. It was like 30,000 gems. So I'm sitting there going, like, what else am I going to spend my gems on? There's literally nothing for me to spend my gems on except speeding up labs. No, I didn't start that long ago. There was a point in the game, apparently, where they didn't even have cards. At least from what I heard. And so I was thinking, like, sure, it's 10 years, but I probably did Faust. I mean, I am sure that in no part of my early game did I play accurately. I don't know, did I really lose that many stones though, Faust? I don't know, I have such a problem with trying to quantify that. Because, like, it was just, everything was so slow back then. Like, the only way, I don't know. Wait, what do you mean by Tourney Labs? Yeah, but I'm confused. What do you mean by Tourney Labs? I mean, my thing was, I was like, back then, I was EHP, and there was... The only way to build damage was to get... Yeah, but that's one lab slot. I don't think there was a lab I could have researched in that lab slot that would have dramatically changed my tournament performance. Because they changed tournaments, Nick. Now you have, like, like, the way it used to work is that when the tournament closed in 15 minutes, it was done. You couldn't do any more runs. Your run ended. So they fixed it by saying, you can't enter the tournament after 15 minutes from now, but it still runs for another 4 hours. That's all they had to do was to fix it. So basically, what people would do with WASIS was they would join right before the tournament closed, and then they would WASIS, which is get as many waves as possible. And then if you WASIS, then it basically, you know, and if you did it right, but it was a gamble. I never did it because it was a gamble. You only ever heard about the people who got lucky with WASIS. You never heard about the people who are like, yeah, I WASIS'd and I got like 20th again. It's impossible to say, Omega, because WASIS fundamentally is the super black bracket lottery. You're gambling a super lottery for WASIS. And I guarantee you that if you average out your wins and your losses with WASIS, it probably washed out. It probably was close to the same of you getting first in plat and tanking. Unless you were just like super, super lucky. So I used to only do one tournament a week. Yeah, Virus, it was like, I watched people, and it was such an RNG thing. I was like, I'll just take the guaranteed thing of getting last and first. That's fine. To me, it wasn't worth the gamble. But I'm not a gambler. Like, I will take the slow and steady path over gambling. Yeah, if you're doing a long WASIS, I'm sure it would help, because it basically capped your competition at around what your wave count was. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what like, we didn't have all the tools we have now to see, like, the records and all that. So I don't really know how things shook out beforehand. Also, I wasn't as plugged into the game either. Because back when I started out, like, I just accepted that the game was going to take forever. And I was like, that's fine. It mostly plays itself. That's not a big deal to me, you know? I do hope that they at least consider adding some kind of idle thing in the background. That'd be nice. I mean, it just depends. I mean, Nick, how big is your wallet? Again, but maxing with stones takes longer, but I believe, like, Sky has enough stones, like lifetime stones, to max your wallet. You know, where your money comes from. Because all research is you can just use gems and max everything out. It's not even a question. You just have to be willing to buy gems. No, it's not life expectancy tower, it's just money. I don't know how much money, but when you consider, like, oh no, Foss, no, not the horses. No, not the horses. Oh my god. Who scared the horses? Oh, whoops, the gems. Hold on. I have the 25 gems, so I don't always get, like, in a panic to click it anymore. I do remember when I started that Sky was still the biggest guy. Yeah, that sounds about right. So at 350 stones, right, if you started today, you're buying, how many stones a week? A month? I think you can buy, like... I think you can buy 4,500 stones a month? 6 stone packs? Is that right? No, it's 7. So it should be, yeah, so it should be 5250. Casey, I heard rumors of that. Again, I wasn't really plugged in to the metagame back then. I was a casual player. Yeah, it caps out at 25, but you have to get the labs that long before they cap to 25. And it's only certain labs are actually long enough to cap at 25. So you're looking at 5250 stones a month, right? So you need 350k to max out. So that's 70 months. Now, assuming you actually get decent tournament wins, we'll say you get an average of 200 a tournament. I feel like that's fair, like average overall. So you get 200 stones a tournament, right? So that's another 400 stones a week. Hold on, I have to get the calculator out. Oh no, that's 7,000. That'd be this is actually perfect because that's 7,050 stones, right? And then to max that out, you need 50 months, which is 4 years. So you can max the game out in 4 years and just ride the top. I mean, obviously they're going to add more things and, but 4 years. And obviously, as you get, deeper and deeper into buying stuff, you'll get just faster and faster. Probably 200 stones average a tournament over 4 years is probably a lie. I think the player base tower would revolt if they added GT18. I don't think nobody liked the extra stone sinks. Everybody liked cards. Nobody liked the extra stone sinks and thing. I think we would get something like Mastery Plus or something like that before we got GT18. So put it this way. My lifetime stones, right? My lifetime stones right now is about 70,000, give or take. So if you're buying 5,000 stones a month, you catch up to me in 14 months, assuming I do nothing, right? And that's not even counting your tournaments. Oh shoot, whoops, I was so busy talking, I wasn't paying attention. But it's okay, we're second. Are we doing another run? I got distracted. Alright, this is gonna be expensive. 30 gems, are you kidding me? Jeez. Hey Guru, how you doing? See, Guru is actually the perfect example for what we're talking about. Guru, what's your lifetime stones at? It's a lot of gems, Orin, when it's usually 10. The cost keeps going up. I know. I'm bantering back. They just keep ripping me off, man. Because Omega, I forgot to slow it down. So Omega, if I read your you were on Reddit and you posted about how you beat tier 18 in 10 months, right? I got tabled, yep. Oh, you know what? My formula doesn't count the Black Friday sales and all that. Wait, you're banned from the tower? Guru, didn't you post on Reddit that you beat the game in 10 months, or was that a different Guru? I thought it was you that posted about how you beat the game in 10 months. And by beat the game in 10 months, you cleared tier 18, 4,500 waves. What was the reason, Omega? Hey, New, how you doing? Oh, okay, Guru, there's another Guru. I'm not... Well, there's a person on Reddit whose name went by Guru. I'm gonna have to link the thread now. Because now I feel like I'm going crazy. See? With the hard R. Crime? Oh, that one. Sorry, I'm not... Apparently that's one I just slips my mind. No, Nick, we're not gonna say it. Oh, okay, Guru. There's somebody with a very similar name. And And that's it. The tournament is closed. Here it is. I found it finally. No, never mind. That's not it. Is this it? Yes, this is the one. Alright, I'm gonna post it in a Discord. It's another guru. Yeah, I forgot to slow the game down. I was telling the story. So there's a different guru, Guru PC. He beat the game in less than 11 months. I don't know if he posted his lifetime. Yeah, he did. And so in 11 months, that's not what I was looking for. That's the round stats. There we go. In 11 months, he was able to accrue 102,000 stones. Which I don't know how he was able to do that. Because you can buy 5,000 a month plus Black Friday. Black Friday was what, like 2,000 stones? So that is 62,000, which means he made 40,000 from tournaments unless he abused Black Friday. I don't know if he, you know, it didn't say if he did or didn't do that, right? That kind of like would negate the achievement, right? If you just abused Black Friday. I assume so, Fost. Oh, I posted it. You know, obviously it's hard to see. You already won, Nick. You already won. Oh, the majority had to spend. He spent 7,000 to 9,000 on gems alone. That is a lot of gems. I am just shocked, Omega, that all that happened to you. No, the people it happens to usually just make another account. That's usually what goes on when people get banned. No, that's not getting 10-meter tabled. It is difficult to keep track of everything going on, I'll say that. And I have a small community. I'm actually kind of curious what would, like, if you started the game out and you bought the 5,000 stones, right? How much, you know, what is the, Nick, what's your lifetime coins at? Because I'm just curious, right? You get 5,000 stones. Where does that put you in the game? Yeah, well, Omega, I've heard of... How can you get 8? Oh. That's right, the milestones. I forgot about the milestones. Because the milestones is huge, because just remember when Virus got me the 2 packs, right? I got almost 3,000 stones from milestones alone. So, just out the gate, buying that many stones puts you ahead of Nick. Wow. I didn't know that, Faust. Yeah, because you can immediately get all your lab slots. You can immediately rush lab speed. If you can, like, slingshot yourself to champs, what's the min... What's the spread for champs? Like, what's the... I don't know, like, top 20. What's what's the lowest one to stay in champs? How many stones is that? Hey Vincent, how you doing? Yeah, it makes sense, Faust. I forgot about milestones because I just never computed it into my totals. Oh, really? 90? Wow, that's lower than I thought it was. I mean, that is true. If you're going for it, you wouldn't worry about coins as much as starting out because you would just, like, pump Chain Lightning or something, right? Yeah, I know, Omega, some people, like the mission coins, they were able to push really high and they got like a windfall of coins just from the mission boxes. If you're completely free to play, it's going to take forever. Oh, thank you, New. Yes, please do like the stream. It does help out a lot. Like, I don't think if you're free to play, you ever catch up. Like, I think it's too easy for the game to add new content to keep you, because you just don't generate enough you just don't generate enough stones. Like, I don't think it's possible, because you just won't. Well, I believe we're talking about maxing out the game. Well, that's unusual for it to pop up a notification like that, but sure, I guess. I have the game open. What do I need a notification for? Oh, nice, Vincent. I don't know if you started free to play now that you'd never see keys. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it really depends on what happens with the game, right? Like, if the game's frozen in time, yeah, maybe you never see keys. But, like, given a long enough timeline, I think you see keys. Because they're going to have to add another bracket at some point. I'm actually surprised at how close we are to needing another bracket. Jeez, Omega. That's nuts. I mean, Vincent, it is entirely dependent on how willing you are to watch ads. Like, if you're willing to watch ads, Vincent, you absolutely will see the end of cards. It's just gonna take... How many ads? I forget. Somebody did the math at some point. I think there's 67,000... Like 67,000 gems. I think it's 67,000 gems to max cards, right? And then you have to spend 30 seconds watching the ad, right? And so you're looking at 30... Oh, hold on. I have to handle this. We're going to do this so I don't mess it up. Oh, that was convenient. Give me a second. I have to make sure I set all my timers, or otherwise I'll forget. All right. We'll get that later. Alright, now we're back. Yeah, there's like a limit. Like you start getting, like when you show so many ads, you get like nothing because you start showing like the bottom of the barrel ads. Like you'll watch me, like if you ever watch my advertisements playthrough, if you watch it, no, we still have demon mode. We're good. We still have demon mode. It's when demon mode pops that I need to slow it down. I just have to remember when demon mode pops and not get distracted. I had to watch so many ads in a row that I started getting just the absolute most ridiculous, most garbage ads you've ever seen. I mean, I guess we could milk it. This is a difficult decision to make. I have been death-defying my ass off. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. We're just going to slow this down now so I don't forget, because I forgot last time. It's painful. Can I pay enough attention to keep it like this? Can I bleed just like to halfway? I want to see the wings pump a little bit. Come on. Let's get it a little further. Hey, Game God, how you doing? Don't worry, Vincent, we're gonna get V25. Okay, now we're gonna slow it down. Okay, now you can ask the question. I want to just bleed out, because nothing's gonna happen when demon mode's on. So, Tower, imagine you have a 10-meter table. And you're on one side of the table, and between frames you're traveling at 11 meters between frames, okay? So on one frame you're going to be on one side of the table, on the next frame you're going to be on the other side of the table, and you never actually collide with the table. Now imagine you cut the game speed down in half. Now, thank you, Sahar! Now you're going 5.5 meters between frames. So now on one frame, you're on one side of the table. On the next frame, you're in the middle of the table, and the game is forced to resolve the collision between you and the table. And that's why you slow the game speed down. Actually, we just got like stupid lucky with death defies this time, I think. That was like ridiculous how many death defies I got, because we already passed how many waves I had. I won't, Nick, don't worry. Fost! Thank you, Fost! I learned, Nick. It was an accident. Don't bully me. Don't bully me. I made a mistake. The thing was, I was trying, like Foss, it has a little like button on it, right? And I was trying to click the like button. Hey, Known, how you doing? And you apparently can't like it. I can only do the other thing with it. That is my job. So now I have to build a 10-meter table one day. That's going to be really hard. You realize that I'm going to be like Maria? We have to build a 10-meter table. And we're going to try to figure out the logistics of making a 10-meter table. And I don't know how we're going to do it, because 10 meters is like a big table, man. It's going to have to be like an outside table. I don't know, Omega, because like, I haven't even looked at the price of a 10-meter table. It's going to be so expensive. Like, I guarantee you, the table that's 10 meters long, like a circle table? Like, do you realize how expensive that would be? Like, dude, that's gonna be nuts. That's a boring table, Orem. Like, yeah, I could make like a 10, like they do make, like, you can get a 10-meter long table. No, it would be a diameter of 10 meters, Nick. Because again, the story wouldn't work if the radius was 10 meters, because 2 pi r. Right? Or sorry, that's the circumference for it. 2 r, right? So if you had a radius of 10 meters, right? And I'm traveling 11 meters between frames. I accidentally said the circumference one. I would still be in the middle of the table. Because I would just a little past the middle. Oh, damn, Tower. Yeah, I have to pause it. We're actually doing better this time, I think. Like, the funny thing is, we're doing better, but it's not going to change my ranking. How would I even woodwork? I'm amazed that made it past the filter, Omega. Yeah, I know that, Nick. I said immediately after, they said, wait a second, that's circumference. 2r is diameter. We have no idea about V27. That's the problem. They didn't, no teasers, nothing. I think they've hinted at tier 19 to 21. I think that's the only thing they've hinted at. As far as I know. Hey, Mike, how you doing? So, like, to realistically make a 10-meter table, right? I think I would have to get enough wood to make a 10 by 10, or, you know, a 10-meter square, a 10-meter square, right? So 10 meter each edge. And then you would have to, like, glue the wood together, because I've seen people do this in the woodworking videos. They'll get a bunch of different wood and they glue it all together, right? And then they take the wood that's all glued together and then they cut the shape they want out of it. Well, it technically, yes, that'd be the area of the square is 10 squared, because you have 10... Oh, thank you, Flost. I haven't seen the guy from Milwaukee. I've seen a lot of woodworking things, though. I don't know who the guy is. There's some crazy guy that does... I mean, there's actually a lot of crazy people that do woodworking on YouTube, I found out. That is something, Omega. Okay. I've seen a bunch of them. And so, like, from what I've seen, right, to make something this big, like it's unlikely that we're gonna find a tree, right? Like one good tree that's basically has at least 10 meters in diameter around the trunk, right? That's basically impossible. That's not gonna happen. So what they would do is they would take all these planks of wood and glue them all together and combine them together. So that we would have to do that. So to do that is, from what I can tell, you probably don't need an exact square of 10 meters, right? You probably could shave off some of the length. Hey, Rubber, it's going pretty good. How's it going for you? What the heck's a pasting table? Yeah, they use epoxy. But they also, so like, what they do first is they wood glue everything together, from what I understand. So like, they would make dowels, they would combine the dowels into the wood to like make a giant wood plane. And then you would have to find a way to cut it. I've never heard of a wallpapering table. Because just cutting this thing is going to be an adventure, right? I mean, we have wallpaper. I've just never heard of a wallpapering table. Oh. Yeah, I've never done wallpaper. Oh, there we go. We got sniped. Still good. We're second. That's an amazing bracket. Alright, let's switch back to my farm cards. Switch back to my farm spec. Yeah, rank 2 is amazing. Alright, well there I go. I spent all my coins. If you dug it out and used the ground as a form, you would do probably tilt up. They do tilt up construction all the time. I don't know that 10 meters is too much for tilt up, but you would get a crane and you would tilt it up. So, I mean, yeah, I guess the most reasonable way to do this would be to do, like, tilt-up construction. No, it's called tilt-up construction, Nick. They do it all the time. Basically, you can form the walls of a building around the foundation, and you just lift them up with a crane, and then you attach them. No, you gotta use a crane. You wouldn't be able to dig it out Minecraft style. The thing would be too heavy. So you're saying you make a hill around the base of the table. That's something. That certainly is something. So you basically dig out the entire shape of the table, you pour it, and then you would have to lift it up. That's gonna be a lot of digging, because you'd have to dig it out to make it like where you could use it. You'd have to dig like so much earth out, because you would want it to slope down. Alright, Faust, have a good night, and thank you for watching, and happy farming. And Dan, thank you, Faust. Yes, please do like the stream, it does help out a lot. Alright, there we go. We got my battle upgrades. Okay. Oh, hey, Tower. I don't know what I would reroll, honestly. I thought we were just saving it for now. What module in the middle of the second row? I have no idea. This is Sharp Fortitude. You didn't get your Sharp Fortitude deck? Sorry, I was looking at how we would realistically build this table. And apparently what we would do is we'd either make it into 12 or 16 segments. So basically, we would be making 12 segments at 30 degrees of the arc, or 16 segments at 22.5 degrees of the arc, and then we would combine them together. That actually makes a lot of sense. Basically, the first thing we would do is we'd make a template, right? So we take a 1/16th. Probably one, I'm assuming we make it in 16 parts. And we would make a template out of that, and then see how much wood we need to use for each template. So we need to make it 12. See, realistically, it says to leave the center open, which I think makes sense, right? Because there's no way, like, a 10-meter table you would have no way to get anything out of the center, right? It'd be better off making it into 16 pieces that connect like a ring. It's the same thing, but it's just the radius is smaller. A 9.5 meter table just has a radius of 4.75 meters. So the alternative is to use folding banquet tables and just kind of cheat with those. A croupier's rake? What the heck is that? Oh, it's a payday thing. Oh, the casino rake. That's a good question. It's a horseshoe. It's not a real table. It's a horseshoe. Well, I mean, back in I guarantee you it was probably built in pieces. I assumed Mike, when I was originally considering this, like, considering, air quotes, I assumed you would build it in 4 pieces, right? And you would just build 4 90-degree pieces. That's very easy to build, right? You know, it's pretty much a right angle. You just fill out the circle on the end, and then you combine the 4 pieces together, right? And they could just basically... You could basically make a 90-degree 5-meter table probably stand on its own and all that. So I thought that was how you do it, you know? Because 5 meters is like, that's long, but that's that's like not unwieldy, right? Probably 2 people could move a 5-meter 90-degree table into place, right? And you could combine all the pieces that way. Obviously the last piece is going to be the hardest piece to get in, but you know, the other 3 are pretty easy. I didn't think you would actually cut it into 16 pieces. Alright, you're not helping me. What is the diameter of the UN Security Council? When I looked into this before, SAR, a lot of the table... A lot of tables of this size are basically... You just basically cut into like 12s. And they have a hole in the middle. It actually doesn't say the size of the table, which is kind of ridiculous. Really? 13.5. Okay, that's bigger than my table. UN has a bigger table. I mean, what can I say? The UN has a bigger table than me. I just, you know. Where did all the people searching Google go to? Really? I didn't hear that. I certainly didn't hear that Google lost any market share because of it. I mean, that's the same with all the search engines. Because any search engine has the same problem. Basically, people have just vomited a bunch of stuff up in here. Alright, Nick, good night and happy farming. So that is a good question. Would we leave the center open? There you go, Orem's thinking. Yeah, they're working on an attack speed fix, Guru. I mean, either way, Omega, it's going to be assembled in pieces. Like, there's not a good... I mean, if you wanted to make a continuous circle, the best way that I've seen to make a continuous circle is by gluing wood together and making like a 10 by 10 square and then cutting it out, right? But that's just impractical. Yeah, that's what Orem just said, Omega. Leave the center open so we can put a tower in the center. Based on the designs I've seen, I wouldn't be surprised that if some company has a giant circular table like this. Because almost all of them are for boardrooms. Like the really giant ones anyways are for boardrooms. Hey Genesis, how you doing? But yeah, so what is happening is, according to what somebody said on Discord, so Jason Byrne said something in the Tower Discord. And what he basically said was, each tower shot triggered the full logic calculations loop, targeting, graphics, damage, bounce, which was super expensive at high AS. He is pretty deep into removing the performance bottlenecks from increasing attack speed. If it works out, the new version should allow for... for my test, I was running a maxed out tower with over 90 attack speed. A maxed out MS, RF, BS, max range, 1 damage setting with the slider, max other stuff. So they're apparently working on it. Nice, your tournament was a nap. If it works out, the new version should allow for infinity high attack speed. Honestly, guys, my thing about the whole attack speed thing was, if your cap... I don't know that I want to kill a tree SAR that had a 11 meter diameter. If your attack speed cap is 40, right? This isn't going to be perfect, but bear with me. You take what your attack speed is, you divide it by 40. Two tons? Well, see, since the diameter is like twice as much, it's going to be 4 tons. It probably would be something like 4.5 tons. A 2-ton table. Oh my god. It's like I was giving you a joke estimate tower because obviously diameter doesn't scale linearly with the area. What is it? Pi r squared, that's the area of a circle, right? Pretty sure it's pi r squared for the area of a circle. So if you take 10 squared divided by 4.3 squared, you get a difference of 5.4 squared. So it'd actually be like an 11-ton table. It would be 11 tons. Can you believe that? An 11-ton table? Yeah, area of a circle is pi r squared. So yeah, we'd be looking at a 5.4 times difference in area between the two. You know, it probably would be if we made it. Look, I have to do, like, there's a lot I have to do before I make a 10-meter table. This is like this would be like a Mr. Beast thing. I'd have to do something like, I don't even know how you would do it. Something like because Mr. Beast viewers don't understand the metric system. We'd have to switch it to the American system. Maybe we could do a 10-yard table. 11-yard table, probably 11-yard. Because it'd have to become like a thing, like going from a 1-foot diameter table to this kind of table. How would a paper mache table like hold weight? 10-meter diameter, Genesis. Yeah, this probably would be $1 million table. There you go. They have a microscopic table. Yes. Oh, blueprints on the Discord? What? Oh, that's... See, like a 10-meter long table is just easy. 10 meters long is easy. Yeah, circle table. Because 10 meters long, you could do that pretty simple. Like, because really, even like a table that was that long, you could make like a 2-meter section, which is like a 2-meter section of table is pretty reasonable, right? That's like 6 foot. And you could just line, you know, 5 of them back to back, and you have a 10-meter table. That's, I think they even make them an 8 foot, so 8 foot long, which is a little bit more than 2 meters. So you would need like, I don't think you get away with 4. 4 would be like, I think you still have to use 5. Hexagon, I don't think it being, oh, whoops. I don't think it being hexagonal really changes anything, right? Like, it would still be assembled in sections. Oh, wait, can you? Can you make a hexagon into a bigger hexagon? I didn't think that worked. Because don't you always have, like... I'm having difficulty visualizing this. Apparently it works like that. Yeah, I mean, it sort of works. I found a picture. It sort of works, but you have that in and out. Like, it goes in. It's not very... It's not very... I think Catan is. It's not bad, because you could, you know... Because you could probably smooth off the exterior edges, probably. Like, you could create maybe? I mean... My cheek is bleeding. Okay, that's interesting. Because then you could just have a bunch of hexagons and hex them together. And then just basically... Well, like I said, a square table's easy. Like, if we wanted a square table, you can just combine a bunch of smaller tables to make a square table. Like, a square table's practically cheating. Because if you wanted to make a square table, you would just... I mean, you could do it long ways, right? Like, once you get it to 10 meters one way, which is 5 tables back to back, give or take. Then you would just say, okay, the table is probably, I think, 1/6 of a meter thick, which is around... And so you just need to do that in the other direction, like 17 tables. So in total, you would need to have 85 tables stacked together. Yes, honeycombs are. I did watch the hexagons or the bestagons thing with CPG Grey, so I remember that. Either way, this is a project that's much further into the future. It's going to require so much stuff. Like, I don't even want to think about how much wood we would have to get. It'd be a lot of wood. It'd be 11 tons of wood. 11 tons of wood. Can you imagine that? The nuke event is a grind. It is! It's like 11 tons of wood. What is laminate? Oh, we'd want to make it out of flooring? That's an interesting thing. Flooring. I think the most realistic way to do it is to make it like a ring table, to be honest with you. Because like if you made it out of a ring, then each segment is like not insane. You can put them together to meet the full 10 meters. All I have to do is figure out how to get the plastic out of the ocean, then turn that plastic into a table. Oh, I forgot to scroll up. Honestly, like I said, it wouldn't be too bad if we made it in 16 parts and made each part like realistically sized, right? Because you can't use the center anyway. So if you make it into a ring, 16 parts, that is probably pretty reasonable. I mean, I don't know where I would put this thing though. This would have to be an outdoor table, you know? Because we need like a giant pavilion outside. Because it'd be like 40 foot, give or take. All right, good night, Guru. Well, actually, it would be a little less than 40 foot. I kind of exaggerated. But you need about a 40 foot by 40 foot pavilion to actually get use out of it. Like, I feel like this would have to become an outdoor table. And a 40 foot by 40 foot pavilion is actually, I'm getting results for it. So that means a 40 foot pavilion is actually a reasonably sized pavilion. I wonder if there's like a 50 foot. There actually is? Okay. There's a 50-foot by 50-foot pavilion, so that's a reasonable size. It's not, we haven't lost the realm of reason. Because I feel like this has to be an outside thing. Because, like, what would you do with something this big in your house? You know? I guess unless you're Jeff Bezos, Bezos probably could support this in his house. That's what we should do. We should go on social media and all talk about the one thing billionaires don't have, which is a 10-meter table. But honestly, I think we're in the territory of Mr. Beast. Because this is totally a Mr. Beast thing. We're going from a 1mm table to a 1,000mm table. What is this? A table for ants? Okay, I got it wrong. It'd be a 10,000, not a million. My bad. I wanted it to be more impressive. What would it have to be? What's a... That's going pretty good, Fat. How's it going? How's tier 15 been for you? I bet you, but you could do it from 1 micrometer to 1,000,000 micrometers. That's how he could do it. Actually, wait, that'd be 10 million micrometers, but it would work. It would work. I figured Genesis, like, there's been some really, like, large conference tables, because when I looked at it, I've seen plenty that are really that long, because really, when you get to that, like, you get to that diameter, it just doesn't make sense anymore, right? Because you're giving up so much space in the middle. Like, it just doesn't make any sense, because it's just, like, an inefficient use of space. Really? A U-shaped conference table? Really? Wow, congrats, Fat. I'm not really getting that far. I get about 3,000-ish. I didn't know that because, I'm not a table expert. I didn't... What are the U-taped tables for? Like, why would you do a U-shaped arrangement? Is that so people can just be all around the presentation? Okay. I got you. It doesn't. I thought it didn't buff your thorns anymore. Does it? Oh, they take increase. Okay. They increase the damage. I didn't realize they gave it a damage amp every time they hit you. Yeah, the original one was like super thorns. Really, Genesis? Apparently, actually, Fat Beast, no. And the reason is because by the time I'm already at 1800 waves in tier 15, I am already at max damage. So it actually didn't help me at all. It'll help me eventually. It would help me if I was still farming tier 14, that's for sure. Because, like, I'm already maxed out. This is already my max damage at this point. It's not going to go up. Yeah, so it would have been useful for me around tier 14, because I was getting to about 4,500, 5,000 waves, but then I went to tier 15. It is what it is. I'll get use out of it eventually. I have it. It's not a big deal. Yeah, if you're getting a 5,000 waves orm, it's worth it. From what I've now learned. It would have helped me a lot, probably in tier 14, is what I'm thinking. Not so much in 15, but it's fine. I have it. It's ready when I need it. I also got the Berserk thing, so my damage, when I kill stuff, it actually stacks my damage. I don't know how good that is, but you know what? I have it. It's fine. I'm at least ready when I need it. Really? You're doing 6K on tier 13? Do you have intro sprint mastery? You should be close to being ready for the leap to tier 14. Assuming you have intro sprint mastery. I think intro sprint mastery is like mandatory. Intro sprint mastery and wave acceleration. If you have those two, I would just go to tier 14. Nobody really farms tier 13. Okay. I would try a tier 14 run. Because the thing is, the cells go up so much in tier 14. I would give it a try, Orem. Oh, okay. I didn't have a test, I just had vibes. I just went with the vibes. I think this is better. I think I started vibing once I got intro sprint to like 1500. Or it would have been 14 something. But it was mostly like, let's try it. But yeah, guys, I need to go get something to eat. I didn't have anything to eat before the stream. And I don't want the store to close on me, because I need to get some food. Well, new people, you know, with a game like this, somebody will max out everything. There'll be somebody out there that'll max out everything. That was a lot of fun about trying to figure out how to make a 10-meter table. I don't know how we're going to do it. Okay, I have to... Can you link it in the Discord, please? Somebody took a picture of his phone with a thermal camera. I mean, if you want to give us some drawings, but Genesis, I think we would have to go with the ring design. I think we would have to do it as a ring. So what is a reasonable depth for the ring? Like a meter? So we basically have a 10 meter outside diameter and a 9 meter inside diameter, right? Or would we want more depth and do like a 10-8? Oh, he starts out with $495. Nice. Oh, thank you, Omega. Yes, please do. All the likes help. And good night, Orem. You have a good night and happy farming. Yeah, I do need to get some food. Oh yeah, because it usually be like a horseshoe design, like we talked about, where you just have the ring and then you'd have like a cutout. But the thing is, if you make it into, would you partition it into like 16s? If you made it into 16 partitions, right? Then it's just. Yeah, I remember that. Either it'd be 16 or 12 pieces, right? And you would just make, as long as I had the right arc degrees, you just buy as many as you wanted and you build it, you put it together. Because I feel like it'd have to come in pieces, you know, to assemble like reasonably. And you'd probably, you know, given the size of the thing, you'd probably want to do it in 16 pieces, so 22.5 degree segments, right? And so if you wanted a U shape, you would just not get like the top, you know, 4 pieces, and you just leave it open there, or top 2 pieces, or whatever you want to do for your thing. You know what I mean? That's why I figured we'd do a ring. Because, yeah, otherwise you'd have to have a bunch of, like, ring supports underneath for the base. It'd basically be, I don't know how to describe it. You'd have to have, like, a bunch of spokes. Sort of like it'd be sort of like a bunch of bicycle wheels. You have a bunch of spokes from the center, and then rings to support, and then whenever you had a ring, you'd have to put a bunch of table legs off the ring, so you basically would have like a nesting of table legs, right? And then it would be just a mess to support all that. But I do need to get food. I need to get food before the store closes and I forget, and then I don't have dinner. There you go. If you have, I'd love to see it, Genesis, if you can share it with me. That'd be amazing. But once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the to support the channel. If you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again. And I hope you have a great day. Good night and happy farming, everybody, and happy tabling too. Support the table. My God, what's wrong with me? If you need to support the table.